Hey, Tom here. So today a video popped up in my recommended and it got me thinking I should share my own story about why I got into small capacity motorcycles. Now, I don't have a little Super Cub at the moment, although I wish I did, but I have the Classic 350, a 2022 model to be exact, and honestly I love it. But if you'd asked me 2 years ago what bike I'd be on now, I never would have guessed that it would be a Classic 350. And if you'd asked me about my dream garage, I never would have pictured it to be packed with vintage Vespers and mini motors like the Honda Monkey and Trail. So where did my love for small capacity motorcycles begin? Like many riders, I started out on a small capacity sport bike, my first being a Ninja 300. I absolutely love that bike. It was everything I'd hoped for when I got into riding. But as it happens, after about a year of riding, getting my license and gaining some confidence, I felt it was time to upgrade. I wanted more power and torque and something with a bit more kick. I didn't want something as common as another 180-degree parallel twin, and I was also looking for a bit more comfort. And that's when I picked the MT-07, although it is a parallel twin, but 270-degree crank, come on. At the time, it was the bike for me. It had a full Akrapovic titanium exhaust that not only sounded amazing but looked incredible, and of course I went for the fluorescent yellow-green model, because why not stand out, right? After completing my LAMS license, which is similar to the A2 scheme but just over here in Australia, I still wasn't content with just 47 horsepower. I wanted more power, so I ended up getting a Street Triple 675, the Gen 1 to be exact. This bike had everything I was after: sound, the style, and most importantly the power. But then something unexpected happened. I bought a scooter, a 2002 Benelli Velvet Super Touring 150, with the intention of using it for deliveries at the pizza shop where I worked. I picked it up for about $1,000 and was thinking it would save me on fuel, but things didn't go as planned. Insurance issues meant that I couldn't use the scooter for work, but I ended up falling in love with it instead. I'd never ridden a small moped or scooter before, and this one completely changed my perspective. It was comfortable, low to the ground, could turn on a dime, and it was automatic. The twist and go throttle made it so much fun to ride. I found myself using it for everything. It was ridiculously cheap on fuel and I could hit 110 kilometers on the freeway, or at least that's what the tacho read. Riding this little machine was addictive. It was simple, pure joy, pushing it to its limits at every stoplight, squeezing out every bit of performance. The need for speed faded away. Who needs 150 horsepower when the average speed limit is 70 kilometers an hour? Now, I'm not saying that larger capacity motorcycles have no purpose, but there's always room for something smaller in the garage. This scooter allowed me to slow down, take in the scenery, and just enjoy every ride. Honestly, it made me fall in love with riding all over again. Unfortunately, due to financial reasons, I had to sell it. But that little scooter awakened something inside of me, a joy that had been missing with the Street Triple. Before long, I decided to sell the Street Triple and swap it for a 2022 CRF 300 Rally. I was buzzing. I'd always dreamed of adventure riding and touring, and I thought this was the bike to make it happen. However, because the bike was so new, I was hesitant to take it off-road, and I eventually sold it. And yes, I regret that quite a bit, but I did learn something important. The low CC wasn't an issue. I thoroughly enjoyed riding the CRF on the street. Its lightweight nature made it feel like it had the perfect power to weight ratio, but my journey didn't end there. It led me to the Classic 350. It was love at first ride. I took it for a spin at the dealership and I was instantly hooked. I'd been following Royal Enfield for a while, particularly their Interceptor and Himalayan models, but suddenly my attention was drawn to the Classic 350, a bike I had barely noticed before. The retro look, the gleaming chrome, and the simple, characterful engine, it all clicked. The retro charm was undeniable, and it brought a smile to my face on every ride, and even now it still does. This might be the worst motorcycle I've ever owned, because I never want to sell it. I'm used to going through bikes quickly, but not this one. This one is staying in my garage, no matter where life takes me. This bike has only deepened my obsession with true vintage machines and small capacity motorcycles, like the Honda Monkey or the CT125. I don't see myself longing for the high-end sports machines anymore. It's all about the little things. And now, to that little Benelli Velvet 150 Super Touring, I owe you, big time, for opening my eyes. If you are watching this video and you haven't ridden a small capacity motorcycle since your learning days, or ever, I urge you to give it a shot. Who knows, you might end up just like me. Now, I know what you're going to say. The Classic 350 is not really a small motorcycle. I mean, it's 350cc. Come on, it's pretty small. But I mean, it's no 90cc or 125, right? But I get that. But still, I think it counts, right? Right? It definitely counts. Anyway, so if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please give it a subscribe. It really means a lot. And I'm really curious. Tell me, do you guys ride small capacity motorcycles? Tell me what they are. If you haven't, tell me why. And if you're interested in learning more about the Classic 350, click on this video, check it out. It's my owner's review, just telling you exactly what it's like. I mean, it's a pretty special bike. But anyway, cheers for that. Catches.